Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's IELTS analysis class, where I'll be looking at a task from the Facebook group that you've been completing, and I will go through the answers with you live. So if you're watching this class right now, let me know that you are here. Just say hi in the chat, whether that be on Facebook or YouTube. And if you can give me some assistance with these answers, if you can tell me what you think, the answers that you've put, then that would be extremely valuable for today's class experience. So the task that we are looking at today is focused on vocabulary. It's particularly useful vocabulary for the IELTS speaking exam. Of course, once we have learnt this vocabulary, then we can use it in the writing exam as well. So building our vocabulary store is a very useful thing to do as we prepare to move forward in our IELTS exam ambitions. Hello to Ikemba and Mariam. Welcome to the class today. And Alice, hello to you. So great to see that some faces are joining the class and saying hello. As I say, if you have answers to the questions as we move forward within the class, please let me know, and we can complete this task together. So as I was saying, building up your vocabulary store is very important as you move towards the IELTS exam. If there are any new words, then do note them down in a notebook. You should have a vocabulary book that you will refer to when it comes to IELTS vocabulary, because it's a particular register. It's an academic exam if you're doing the IELTS academic. So there are particular words which are relevant within an IELTS academic context, which you can use in multiple exams, from writing to speaking, and for multiple questions as well. So let's actually have a look then at the task. I'm going to bring this up now. And we will see here that we've got our vocabulary items. So we're looking at nouns. So nouns are particularly common in academic writing. It gives our writing a greater sense of formality, and for speaking as well. It's very useful, and that is the main focus of these words. They are particularly useful within a speaking context. So first of all then, honesty. What do we think? What's the best definition for honesty out of these 8 options? What does honesty relate to? Cheryl, hello to you. Welcome to the class today. Okay, honesty. So the best definition of honesty would be H. Honesty is basically about telling the truth, or, as it's stated in H, not telling lies. So nice word to use in our speaking. Think about this for IELTS speaking part 2, for example. We often have to describe a person. It could be a work colleague, a family member, a friend. So talking about their quality of honesty could be very useful in that context. Number 2, punctuality. So what does punctuality relate to? Again, it's another quality. Great to see, yeah, Ikemba, Cheryl, H was the answer. Good to see you putting that there. So when we talk about punctuality, it's about being on time. So there's another useful noun that we can use to make our speaking more concise and to make our writing more concise also. Generosity. What would we choose for generosity? Any ideas? Okay, I could see. So Mariam went for E for number 2, as did Cheryl. Again, great to see you going for the correct option there. So if we are looking at generosity, then absolutely, well done, Mariam, that would be G. Yeah, so you can be generous with your money, but you can also be generous with your time and have a generous spirit, some would say. So that does relate to being kind. Cheerfulness. What do we think for this one? So Ikemba would go for B for cheerfulness. Is that right, Ikemba? You're going for B for number 4? What do we think? Mariam's going for A. Yeah, I think A is the best definition for cheerfulness. If you're cheerful, you are a happy person, happy and optimistic. So yeah, cheerfulness refers to these qualities. Reliability. What would we go for this one? Any suggestions for number 5? Okay, well, reliability, in this case, we're talking about depending. So if you are reliable, then you are dependable. Somebody needs you for something, you will be there to help them. If you say you're going to do something, you will do it. So this is the quality of reliability. And so the answer there would be D. And I can see, yeah, great. Marianne went for D, as did Cheryl. Zarmast as well. And Hyacinth, great to see you in the class today. And Ikemba, good to see you all going for D. Ambition. This is something I'm sure all of you have plenty of. Yes, absolutely, Hyacinth. Ambition is C. We are talking about dreams, desires, things you want to achieve in your life. That's about ambition. Okay, and just 2 more then. So number 7. What would we go for number 7? Talent. So it's got to be B, hasn't it? Yeah, having a special gift or skill to do something is about talent. Good, Hyacinth. You went for F. What is F? F is for 8. Yep. Okay. And Mariam, KG, Faiz, all going for C for number 6. A lot of answers coming through now. Great to see so much participation. And yes, of course, finally, for sociability, number 8, the answer must be F. Enjoying the company of others. Okay. So, as I say, these are useful words which can be used in either the speaking or the writing exam. If you're using them in speaking, it's important to be aware of the pronunciation as well, the stress. So honesty, the silent H, for example, there's no H in honesty, but the stress is on the first syllable. Okay. Punctuality, the stress would be on the second to last syllable, punctuality. So the syllable which is before the final 2 syllables. Generosity. Again, just before the final 2 syllables. Cheerfulness. Reliability. Ambition. Talent. And sociability. Little tip here, quite a few of these words end with itty. When you have a noun that ends with itty, then you always stress the syllable which is 2 syllables before the end. So you don't stress the itty, you stress the syllable before the itty. Punctuality, generosity, sociability. Okay, so if you're using these in speaking, then do make sure that you are checking your pronunciation as you use them. So those were the answers to today's class. I hope that you found it useful. Thanks a lot for all of you who are watching today live, and those who are watching afterwards as well. I hope you find the class useful. Until next time, keep on working hard, and I'll see you again soon.